Good morning. It is February 29th. Happy Leap Day. I'm Natasha, and this is Always Be Crafting. If you're new here, thank you for joining. If you've been here before, thank you for returning. This is just my little tiny corner of the internet where I talk about crafts I'm making, things I'm doing, things I'm planning, things I've already done, and about life in general. I started this YouTube channel a year ago. I started it in 2023 at the beginning of February, and I did videos every day through the month of February to get started. And so now I'm kind of coming up on that 1 year anniversary. This month has been my 1 year anniversary month. And a lot has stayed the same, a lot has changed, and it's been wonderful. And I just love the YouTube community. And I know I need to grow my channel. I guess I have to find all those search engine words so people can find me. If you like what you see, please click like, subscribe, share, tell people I exist. And if you don't like me, please don't harass me, I guess, because that sounds like horrible. But I do like constructive criticism. If there's things I can do better, let me know. I would love to be part of that. But I love just being a little voice in this great big ocean of voices. So what have I been doing? So it's February. I'm about to turn over the calendar to the next month. And the last 2 weeks have been filled with makes mostly for other people. And I love doing things for other people. I really, really do. But sometimes you get lost and sometimes you get overwhelmed. Crafting has always been a huge support for me in times of anxiety. And lately, there's been a little anxiety in the house. Just this, that, and the other. There have been things going on. The anxiety ramps up. It's just life, right? And so, good news is I was able to get a new car. This is excellent. I'm very, very lucky. My old car was good. It was good, but it was getting to the age where it was going to be costing more than it was worth, and it was time to turn it in. And we were very lucky that we were able to turn it in and get something new. Very, very happy. I love my new car. And but that's still stressful because it's money and it's contracts and it's negotiations and it's shopping around and trying out things and just trying to hope that you're getting the right thing and making your money go as far as it can go and getting the right deal and talking to the right person. Everything's just a little bit of stress, right? And then there's always the stuff at home that happens because, of course, right in the middle of that, of course, the heating goes out and you're like, why is my heater not working? And that gets sorted and it's okay. We're fine. We have heat in the house. But there was a few hours there where it was very stressful, where we were waiting, in the middle of the night, waiting for repairmen to come. And then luckily, repair people came. It was under our service contract, so we didn't have to spend any more money. But it still heightens anxiety. And, things were going on. Things happen. And my husband has his stuff going on and my son has his stuff going on. And so I just kind of absorb the stress of the family. I'm sorry about my dog barking. I know it's coming and going every now and then. There's a bark. I think he sees a squirrel or someone going for a walk in the neighborhood. I apologize. Anyways, crafting is what I lean on. Oh, my dog's sneezing. What I lean on to make myself feel better. And I want to talk a little bit about anxiety because I've been feeling it and my son's been feeling it and my husband's been feeling it. And I feel like the whole world has been feeling it. And mental health is very important. And I came across a quote this morning. It was anonymous, but it said, "When the world feels like an emotional roller coaster, steady yourself with simple rituals. Simplicity attracts wisdom." Simplicity attracts wisdom. There was more in the middle that I cut out because the part in the middle was like, do the dishes, water the plants. And I'm like, well, yeah, that works. And everyone's going to have their own thing that is their simplicity. Doing the dishes is not my simplicity, but I love vacuuming, but I know other people hate vacuuming maybe because of the noise. So Gardening might be something else. Crafting might be something. But I like that, to steady yourself. Steady yourself with simple rituals. Brushing your teeth, combing your hair, whatever it is. Sometimes those can feel like monumental tasks, especially if you're in a deep depression. Those can feel overwhelming. So I like the phrase of steady, steady yourself with something simple, because sometimes those simple things aren't simple. But if you can try to ground yourself, steady yourself, I like that. And that simplicity attracts wisdom. I thought that was a really great turn of phrase also. It really resonated with me. So I'm trying to do that. And in my anxiety over the last couple of days, I have been vacuuming a lot. Vacuuming is one of my things. And because I'm trying to reclaim my space, I'm trying to reclaim my space because, when life happens and workmen and things are going on, and I work in the basement and the heating system's in the basement. So people are coming in and out, and life gets through my space. My sacred space gets busy and dusty and dirty. And so, but I'm also a chaotic crafter. I'm not an organized crafter. I don't know if you can tell by what's around me. This is actually on my list. I put this on my list. This to me is not chaos. This to me is pretty organized, what's behind me, because I am way more chaotic than this. I know there are some people who are, Instagram worthy, organized, excellent. Whatever works for you, you do you. That's not how my brain clicks. My brain kind of likes to see everything all at once and kind of like sparks. But at the same time, I do like to just discover things and go through and discover. So I think I could make this behind me more pleasing to the viewer, because if I am sitting here on a regular basis, then this is also my presentation space. This is not just a workspace. Like, I know where everything is, which is what I like. I know where my fabric is. I know where these are all like jelly rolls are here. These drawers hold different things. I have different items on top of the drawers, some fat quarters, some, different kinds of fabrics in these parts. I've got some books up here. There's more books even higher than you can't see. I've got, my snaps in here for my snap press. So I know, my threads, I know where my things are. And that's very comforting. Like this chaos up here above the TV, these are all my, I don't want to say my cheap fabrics, because I actually have some on top. Some of my newer fabrics have landed on top there, but these baskets had always been what I called my cheap fabrics, because they were the things that were from dollar bins, like Dollar Tree or remnants, things that were like bigger than a scrap, but not necessarily my good fabric. So if I was just testing out a pattern and I needed a big piece of fabric, but I didn't really care what the fabric was, these were the bins I went to. So I could be like, oh, I need to test this out. Where can I go? These were my bins. But now, because that drawer, well, you can't see it. Right behind me is a cabinet full of fabric. And I've done a little too much shopping over the last couple of years. And so I've had a couple of pieces of fabric arrive recently that have landed right on top of those bins, because they haven't been able to fit, and they're good fabric laying on top. And I look at them and I'm like, okay, I will get you homed. I will rehouse you soon. I promise. So, but I know where everything is, but I know from your perspective as the viewer, this is not the most pleasing thing to look at. I get it. Do you hear my nose? It has been like, the weather is like 25 degrees, 65 degrees, 25 degrees, 65 degrees. Like, it is bouncing back and forth. It's raining, it's snowing, it's sunny. It's like, it doesn't know what it wants to be. And because I'm trying to clean, because again, workmen in the house, new car, things have to get sorted out. Things come out of the car. Where do they go? They go into the garage. They go into the shed. Well, I got to move this, to move that, to move this, to move that. My husband's doing stuff. I have to help him move stuff. So I've been just like cleaning and in every aspect of my home, in the shed, in the garage, in the storage room. I've been in all the rooms over the last couple of weeks, and like my allergies keep getting kicked up, especially with the weather. So like I sounded normal yesterday, and today I sound like I don't have a nose. I sound like, I don't know. Who doesn't have a nose? I'm sure there's a cartoon character I'll think of at some point. But that's what I sound like. And it's so annoying. Anyways, I know, I'm rambling. Thank you. If you're still here and listening to my rambling, thank you for being here. So, simplicity attracts wisdom. I'm trying to focus on the simple things, trying to focus on what can I do to stay organized. Since I got the new car and since I had to move all the things out of the car, I realized that my glove box in my old car that I had for 12 years, 11 years, whatever it was, I had it for a long time. I had just been like stuffing all the old insurance cards, all the old registrations, like all of them. I didn't like take out the old ones when the new ones came. Everything, receipts from oil changes, everything just kept getting shoved in the glove box, and it was a mess. So I pulled all that out and I said, I need a better way to organize things, because heaven forbid I get in a car accident or get pulled over for some reason. I wouldn't be able to find quickly what I needed. Like, I couldn't even find my insurance card. When I went to the dealership to buy the new car, I was like, where's my insurance card? Luckily, I have things on my phone also, so it was fine. But like, had there been an accident or something, oh my gosh, I couldn't find it in that moment. And that was so stressful for me. Like, I felt like I was failing at adulting in that moment. I'm like, how did I do this? How am I out in the world being an adult? And here's like a major thing that I've failed at. I know it's not a major thing. Okay, I need to give myself some grace, because we all have moments where something happens. And we all have to, like, those cards get replaced all the time. And now in the age of electronics, everything gets emailed, and it's very easy to get overwhelmed with email. I have to give myself some grace, especially since we print our own. It's not like they come in the mail. When they used to come in the mail, it was like, oh, it arrived in the mail, take it to the car. Now, nothing arrives in the mail, so you have to remember to print it yourself. And what if you're out of paper, or what if you're out of ink? It's just like everything's a little bit more work, even though they tell you it's easier because it just came in the email. We made it easier for you. You got it in 2 seconds, but it's not actually easier. It's actually harder. It's fine, but it's just like one more thing on the list. And I said, I craft to soothe myself. I craft to recover. I'm going to craft myself something for my new car. So I made this. Isn't it cute? I love cats. I can't have cats because my husband's allergic. I have dogs. I love my dogs, but I love cats. And I love this fabric, and it's been sitting in this closet back here in my drawers for over a year, just sitting, waiting for a project. And I said, you are going to look really cute in my new car. So it's a riff on the By Annie Stash and Dash, in the sense that it's a large rectangle like this. Instead of using a wraparound strap that the By Annie Stash and Dash uses, I just used a piece of elastic sewed into the binding. That's what I chose for my closure. And I used 3 large pockets, zippered vinyl pockets. The fabric is so stinking cute. Can you see that? It's like library. I'm going to pull out. So I put so this is my insurance card and this is my registration, but of course I turned them around so they're not on camera. Internet safety. But I'll show you so you can see the fabric. And this is like a bluish green vinyl. So you can see the vinyl is also colored, but it's the same kind of coloring as the fabric. But look here, there's a library with little mice. So like, and there's a cat also, like little mice and little cats in the library. So cute. And look at that zippers. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with these zippers with the hearts. I love it so much. So I could probably put my registration and my insurance card in one pocket and have another pocket for other things. But right now, this is all I need. So I have my registration, my insurance card, and then other things I need, like a little notebook, some scissors, pen, pencil, Sharpie, Sudafed. You would not believe how often I will get like an allergy attack somewhere. And with me, Sudafed's the only thing that kind of like dries it up. It's the only thing that works. Like if I get exposed, I'm really allergic to lilies. Whew, those things kill me, those flowers. And we're going into the Easter season where every store is going to have lilies. You walk into CVS, lilies. Walk into Costco, lilies. Walk into the grocery store, of course, lilies. It's like, it's impossible to go to a store. Target, lilies. Like everyone has lilies when you're getting close to Easter. And it's maddening because I'm so stinking allergic to them that like I can't breathe. So I had to have like the Sudafed's the only thing that will like dry it up quickly. Yeah, so anyway, so just some odds and ends. I could probably fit more in there, but these were some of the things I noticed pulling out of my other car, things that I always had on hand in case of an emergency. And I just stick my elastic, ta-da, and it looks so cute. So here's the, I pulled this out because I was just organizing all my stuff. It's because I got a Subaru. So here's their manuals, and then this, look how cute. Those will sit together. I may put this in the glove box with this, or I may put this in like the center armrest thing. I haven't decided yet, but that will go in the car when I leave this morning to go to work. What else have I done? So that was like what I did for me. That was like a me project. Because like I said, I've been doing a lot of things for other people. I made all these notebook covers. I think I had shown a bunch of these in my last video. For my husband, here's like the 3 that were like the first ones, the work in progress. And then I made a final one, which wasn't the final one. I made a final one. The purple then became a second purple. But that's fine because the purple one I made in the video, the last video, I'm now using as my crochet journal. So it's in my bag of crochet stuff, and which is over there. I'm not getting it. You already saw it in a video. And the one that I made to replace it, basically I added a couple more pockets, and I added more of the stiffening fabric because the actress, even though that was very firm and sturdy, the actress wanted it even more firm and more sturdy. So hopefully she's happy with it now. And the t-shirts that I done for my friend, she wore them at her conference, and she, posted pictures. She seemed really happy. She loved them. So I've got some screen printing stuff to go through now for her. I've got to figure out that, clean up some stuff. I've got Tot Shabbat tomorrow, so I've got some heat press and sublimation to do today, but I can't find my files. I haven't used them in over a year because I'd printed them before. We're talking about the Purim story this week, or this month in general. Purim's at the end of the month, it's like in 3 weeks. And so we're going to start talking about it and start learning songs. And I was going to do my story time tomorrow. And I had printed out the story, like the Megillah, the children's Megillah. And I just have to find the file again so I can reprint it and do it as the sublimation now, so that I have been doing my sublimated felt pieces. So that's on my to-do list. I've got a couple other things because I made a list to help me calm down and settle. So, I've been doing the Bag Maker Bee boxes through Wonderground Fabrics and Oak La Roots and Heartwood and Hide. And the boxes have been fabulous. And I've made most of the boxes that I've received. I've been a member since the beginning, which I think is now I think it might be like a full calendar year. I can't remember if we started in March or April of last year. Maybe it started in May. I don't remember. But it's coming up on a year if it's not a year yet. And I've made most of them. But I realized I haven't made the last couple. I haven't made the February box, the January box, or the December box. Just because life has been busy and I've been making other things. And I would like to make those bags because I think they're really cute. And I would learn from them, which is the whole point of joining those subscription boxes, is because you learn something when you try a pattern that wasn't on your radar, and they send you materials that maybe the materials weren't on your radar before. You always learn something. So I paid for them for that purpose. So I want to do that for myself in the coming month. In March, my goal is to try to make at least those 3 boxes, and maybe even the March box, or I might swap out one of those boxes if I like the March box better, but I won't get the March box for like another week or two. So we'll find out. And then I also joined the Surprise Vinyl Club from So Hungry Hippie. And there are 2 bags. I had cut out the first bag. I think I talked about it a couple videos ago. It was called the Ruby bag. I haven't put it together yet because I got busy, but I'd cut out the pieces. So I want to finish that because it's partway done. The new bag for this month is called the Andy bag. I have not cut out the pieces, and I have not cut out the new vinyl. So I had no idea, because from the Surprise Vinyl, I have no idea. It's a new to me vinyl too. It's like a new kind of vinyl, like new weight of vinyl. So I really want to do that. I don't know if I'm going to use the pattern, the Andy bag pattern on the new vinyl, or if I'll do a different pattern. Because I think a lot of people are using the pattern with the fabric, which means my bag will be like a lot of other people, and you don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, you can say, oh, here's the vinyl and here's the pattern. You can put them together, but you don't have to. You can use the pattern with other fabric or this fabric with other patterns. And so that's what I'm debating, which is different than the Bag Maker Bee box, which really is a kit because it's the strapping, the hardware, like the fabric requirements for the pattern. So it's, it's a kit with the Bag Maker Bee, where Surprise Vinyl is, here's a piece of vinyl that, yes, you can make this bag or any other bag you want. So you have a little bit more freedom with the Surprise Vinyl Club from So Hungry Hippie. So I'm debating whether I want to use that freedom or not. Anyways, that's what's on my list of things to do in March, and hopefully also start getting better at editing. I think I've talked about that a little bit. Right now, I'm not doing a lot of editing on my videos. I'm just cutting out things that really need to be cut out, speeding up things that really need to be sped up, adding in transitions, and adding in titles. That's pretty much it. That's all I really do. And I've been watching some other makers on YouTube who are, full-time. This is what they do. They are content creators, and they're really good at editing. And I know they take a long time to do it. And I guess I have to decide how much time, because this isn't my job, this is my hobby. I have to decide how much time I want to prioritize into the editing of these, because I just love chatting. And thanks for being here. If you sat through this whole thing, I've been talking for almost 23 minutes. Thank you so much for listening to this whole thing. And please like, subscribe, tell your friends. And I'm going to try to get over my fear of responding, because I've had like 1 or 2 people, say something nice to me in the comments, but then I'm just kind of like, I just like give it a heart or something, because I don't really know how to engage. I'm so awkward. It's so easy to talk to an audience because I have got, like theatrical background. It's very easy for me to be in presentation mode. And I don't want to just be a presenter. How's that? So this is good for me to engage. So ask me a question, challenge me. I would love to get over that awkward hurdle. All right. I think I need to go blow my nose, and you need to move on with your life. Have a wonderful day. Thanks again for being here. Bye-bye.